Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to talk about your stage 2, your verification stage. How you can pass it the easiest way and some things you're probably doing wrong. Let's get into it. Okay, so when it comes down to the verification stage, the most important thing is your psychology. You made it. You passed challenge 1. You passed the almighty big challenge, that 8%, that 10%, that 12% you needed to reach. You did that. You are so proud of yourself that you are with your head in the sky, literally. Believe me, I've been there so many times where I passed my challenge in 2 or 3 days. These are like the extreme examples, but where you pass your challenge in 2 or 3 days and then you lost it all. You lost that verification stage. And if you lose that verification stage, it's the same as losing the challenge because you still lost your money. So what can you do? Like I said, the biggest factor is psychology. So you need to have that on point. If you don't have your psychology on point, please don't start the challenge yet. Why do I say this? You need to learn psychology first. Psychology is a skill like trading is a skill. But with trading, you can learn your patterns, you can learn the order flow, you can learn formations or how to work with certain indicators. But when it comes down to psychology, you cannot learn something like that easily. So first of all, you gotta find your potion. What is it that is sabotaging your trades? Is it greed? Is it FOMO? Is it fear in the markets? Whatever it is, you have to find it and you have to find the cause of it. Let's say right now you indicated that your biggest sabotager in the markets, in your psychology, is greed. What can you do about that? And by the way, all of these things take a lot of time to overcome, like a lot of time. So don't think that you're going to work on this and next week you're better, next month you're better, maybe even the next 6 months you're not better. Try to get better 1% every single day. But let's say greed is the case, and that was the case with me. If you have greed in the markets, you want to chase big risk rewards. You want to chase big profit days. You want to chase big profit weeks. As all of you experienced traders know, if you chase something, and especially if you chase the markets, it's going to run away from you. So you're going to end up in a big drawdown. And that happened a lot to me. That happened so many times to me that I had like an 8% day, a 10% day, and then the next day I had a 4% loss. The next day I had a 4% loss. The day after that I have a 4% loss. And I lost the challenge. Crazy shit like that happened to me so many times, and it's all because of my psychology, it's all because of greed. So how did I fix this? I started focusing on smaller risk rewards. That was a big factor to me, because by focusing on smaller risk rewards, my win rate went up significantly. And now I'm at the point where my win rate is very good. I'm upping my risk reward again. And that's something I didn't realize before, is that you need to have a good win rate before you can up your risk to rewards. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So I did that. And then the second thing is that I read so many books about trading psychology that I know literally every single thing there is to know about trading psychology. And that is something I want to teach you guys, is that if you struggle with something in life, not even with only trading, if you struggle with something in life and it really bothers you and you really want to succeed at that certain thing, read every single book there is on planet Earth about that certain subject. Watch every single video. Keep in mind, don't overdo it. So don't overload yourself with these knowledge bombs, but just get to know everything there is about it. Another thing is that you can do is get a mentor, get someone to help you with your trading psychology. They went through those struggles way before you. We all went through those struggles. So that could really shorten your learning curve, because psychology is a skill. Trading psychology is a skill, and it is a thing where I think 90% of the people struggle with. 10% of the traders, they don't even know that trading psychology maybe is this big part in their trading journey, because they're at the top level of this mental game and they don't face greed, they don't face FOMO. So either you're born that way or you have to be a really experienced trader. So do everything you can to fix your psychology. So the second thing, also to do with psychology, is when you pass that stage 1, you're going to feel the top of the world, like I said, and you're going to want to pass that phase 2 in lesser time. Because you did that 10% in like maybe 10 days or 15 days, you think, oh, no, it's 5%. Why do you think prop firms make it 5%? To make it easier on you? Come on, man, you're better than that. You know no one is going to give you a handout. No one is going to give you an easy way. They're doing that for themselves. So how does this benefit them? All trading psychology. They also know the biggest hurdle in trading is trading psychology. So why not help it a bit by making it harder on our trading psychology, by making the target smaller? What happens when you pass that phase 1 is you're going to think, oh, that was quite alright, I did that. So why would 5% be harder? It is twice as easy, right? You only need 5% now. and you have twice as much the time to do it. And that's where you go wrong. You think it is twice as easy, so you have to do less work. You can take more trades because you believe in your trades, because remember, you passed that phase 1, you're the shit, right? And that's the biggest pitfall. You think you're such a good trader that you're going to over-risk, over-trade, and just blow the account in maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. Then when you have your psychology under control, you need a strategy. So the strategy I like to use, and I switch between both of them from time to time, is that sometimes I like to use like 1%, 2% of trade. So I only need 1 trade or 2 trades to pass the verification stage. Be very aware that this is also not good for your psychology when you get funded. So if this is your first time going this route and your first time being funded after completing phase 2, don't do this. I'm now at a stage where I've passed many challenges. I'm funded, but I also lost funded accounts. That happens. But I'm now at a stage that being funded will not influence my psychology as much as you, because believe me, it is really different from trading the challenge. Now your mind knows there's real money on the line. That 5-6k that you needed before to pass your phase 2 can now be deposited on your bank account if you play your cards right. And that's something that messes with your mind. So if this is your first time going funded, I would risk less. I would risk like 0.5%, maybe 1/4%. Remember, you have 60 days. You have 60 days. While they set it up not to help you, they set it up to mess with your minds, but use it against them. Use that time to get funded. Use that time to pass phase 2. So literally go for like 3-4% a month. That must be doable if your strategy is profitable. Take away the risk of losing the account by trading a small percentage of the equity that's available for you, and then you will be on your way to be a funded trader. Now the last thing I want to give you guys is that you only need to take A+ setups. If you don't rate your setups already, please start doing so. If you don't have a playbook already, please start making one, or you can download mine, link in the description. It is very important to have a playbook where you have your setups and exactly know what you want to see in the market and how you are going to execute that trade if you see it. And this really made me evolve into the trader I am today. My playbook, my daily report card, my journal, and journaling my trades. So right now, I only take A+ setups on my challenge accounts and on my verification accounts, because I know these have the most probability to be right. And are your high probability setups, you risk more. That's just the easiest way to do it. I think if you're a beginner trader, it's harder for you to filter out these bad setups, these C setups, these D setups, because you don't really know which one it is, if it is forming in the markets. If you get more experience, you can filter that out. I would advise you that if you see a D or E setup or C setup, something like that, not your go-to setup, not that great of a setup, but you still want to take it, risk less on it. Risk like 0.5%, risk like 1/4% on it. If you see a trade where you know, oh man, EU is going short for sure. This is lining up with this is lining up with that. You're just sure of it that it's going to go short because everything lines up from your plan. Never trade out of gut feeling. If you know it goes short but it doesn't line up with your edge, don't do that. But if it lines up, every single point, risk more on it. Risk 1%, 2% on it. If you think about it, it doesn't make sense to not do it. You will leave the profits on the table, and profits that you really need in your challenge account and in your verification stage. So yeah guys, this was my quick video on how to pass your verification stage. This was, by the way, my trade of the day. Damn, I didn't have a headache trade like this in a while. This was Euro JPY and it was a 5.5R trade, so nothing too crazy, but still a lot more than I would usually go for. As you know, I pray for these 1/2 setups, but I'm slowly evolving to taking bigger trades. But damn, this one was giving me headaches. So it went to my stop loss like within 0.2 pips or 1 pip or something like that. It is a miracle I wasn't stopped out by spreads. It's a miracle. And yeah, then it went down for 3.5R, went back up to break even. I was thinking about putting my stop loss on break even, and thank God I didn't. And then it just collapsed to 5.5R trades. So I'm really happy with these results. Let me know how your trading day was. I'm really curious to see that. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.